And that's, I think, one of the things which makes Chris such an extraordinary person.
Not your life, don't just stand there like a pig.
I can't do anything.
I can't do anything, just pull it up.
A plane, you sharpen up a plane and then you use it, and you can tell as soon as it touches the wood, oh, that's nice. And that's a pleasure. And if you're working and the tools are blunt, it's not a pleasure then. It's more than just the boat. The love affair is like life itself. The boat is a part of that, and like obviously I'm truly lucky. I've got a lot of wonderful things around me, and it just you try to keep that surrounding you. When we did the stem post, that's all done with an axe and with an adze. Prior to steam, like the beams in the old buildings were worked with an axe and an adze. You know, it's a bit slow going, but it's an effective tool.
Right.
Sorry, I'm late.
Hello, Chris, that's all right.
No,
Busy man? All right?
Yeah, I'm trying to be busy.
Yeah?
We'll get there one day.
Well, if you were building Albert here in 1926, instead of rebuilding it in 1989, really this is where it would start, with the structure here. So Albert really would have started with the trees coming in here.
How did they used to come in?
Well, in here.
Steam traction engine?
Horses.
Horses?
Yeah. From about 1910. My Uncle Harry, W.H., he started off as a builder's merchant. He was a timber merchant, a builder's merchant, and coal and coke, and a boat builder. They were the four departments. And they survived and existed right up to 1988, when we ceased. So in 1931, the main flow of orders started. And in 1934, there was one order alone for 62 buses.
Really?
You're making a motorboat, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, in 1936, they turned out one a week here. And you're turning out one how long? 9 months?
Yeah, 9 months, yeah. How many people was working here?
40.
There 40 people working here.
Yeah, 40.
And was that 40 on the boats or
Yeah,
40?
40 on the boats.
Really?
Yeah. It's that door over there.
Oh, yeah.
That's a relic of the past. That was the paint shop. Your Albert probably was tested out on here.
Yeah.
It's a relic of the past.
Looking at Albert, whenever you look at it, there's always something, and you're seeing a little special bit on it, and a little something extra about it.
Yeah.
And when they built it, they must, well, you know, when you're talking about launching a boat a week, of 40 people working.
In 1936 they did that. Didn't do that in
They must have had a lot of pride in what they were doing.
Just out there was a cylinder, steam bending plant,
Yeah?
and it was powered by steam from the boiler which was through there. So these planks came and the men put them in the tube,
Yeah.
closed the door,
Yeah?
and the hot steam came and heated them, you see, dried them out, made them flexible.
Yeah.
And then they carried the planks on the shoulder into the boat dock there,
Yeah?
fixed them on the side of the boat, being hot and flexible. They cramped them.
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't got that, have you?
Well, I will need to steam them to put the ones on the
Yeah.
front, so...
Yeah. How are you going to do that?
Well, what I'll end up doing is just steaming the front end of them that I
Yeah.
need to bend, so
Yeah.
I won't worry about steaming the rest of it.
Yeah, so you agree you've got to get it flexible.
Yes.
To form it to the bow, haven't you?
That's right, otherwise
Yeah.
it would just crack. I think the best has been watching the front come together, and it's been amazing. You put one plank up, and you think, oh, that looks marvellous. And you think, after about half hour of seeing that, you're thinking, well, when I get the next one up, it's going to look a lot better, like, you know. It's been on the bank about 9 months. And I was working it out the other night. In actual fact, a third of the time that I've spent has been out in the woods cutting trees. And when you actually count up the number of days that you spent down here working, it puts things in line. So it depends. If I have to go out, which I probably will next month, and cut more trees, then we could end up behind. I don't know how I caught the back trouble, but I suppose it's to do with lifting, like, you know. It's the missus does reflexology, and every morning I get up in the morning and like, can hardly move, like, you know. And so I sit down in a chair and she'd do reflexology on me. She'd like massage the feet, and it juiced me up for the day. I come down, do a day's work, and then go back, and by the time I got back, I was starting to stiffen up again, like, you know. And the next morning she'd do it again, like, you know. And it's amazing. It's cleared it. It seems to work very, very well on people with bad backs. You have a good couple of weeks, and then later you have a couple of weeks and nothing happens. It's just like every bit of wood you want is at the bottom of the pile, and you know, you just can't see any difference in the boat. And then, like that, the next fortnight, and everything's happened. Like there's bits of plank here, and there's action there. It's come away feeling wonderful, you know.
We've got a small thing called a clamp in the way.
It's easy, isn't it, really? You know what, we'll keep making all this fuss about it a bit more.
All right.
We're on the Chesterfield Canal. I actually talked to you.
The problem actually has been that it's been so dry that a lot of those timbers have shrunk.
What has happened here is absolutely unique, because what you see is the work of just one man, not a massive team. More to the point, the work that's been done has been done exactly the same as has been done by generations of people who built boats. The tools and equipment are all the same as you would have found in a boat building yard a century ago. The Key Award. It's awarded annually to the person or the boat, I'm never sure which, who has put the greatest effort into restoration. Well, this year, there wasn't much competition. This is so superb. There is so much work been done here that, without doubt, the award goes to Chris Collins and Albert.
Comes down to me to say something now, I suppose. I'll keep it brief. If I could look at this and say, well, it's going to inspire someone. This is maybe a symbol that it will inspire someone to put their talent to work